Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a nice weekend. We're back with another Warbound Devstream. Yeah. I probably should have run the project before starting the Devstream. That's not very smart of me. But
Classic.
yeah, Josh is here as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're just chilling. More loadout / soldier editor screen stuff today. We've continued with the concept thing. I can show you actually. So I'm just lining up my own UI reference. Yeah, here's one of our latest concepts. This is done by the lovely Josh, of course. Yeah, if you have any thoughts or feedback, we'd be delighted to hear them. It doesn't look this good in game, but we're slowly, edging in that direction. We've got a lovely soldier set up now, and I've been working on this little pane today, which is, if I go to the right place, eventually going to look like this. So this will be sort of a more detailed look, I suppose, at your soldier, and will also give you access to the loadouts. So this does currently update. Obviously all the German soldiers are called Hans, and then we have our allied soldiers, so you can swap between these. This also wasn't a thing last stream, I think this is new, and yeah, we can create soldiers as well, but currently they don't have a means of being named. So I think the first thing that I want to do is currently only the name here is the name and the role are being updated. Also, hello Mark, nice to see you.
Hello.
So yeah, only the name and rank, or not rank, role are being updated in here. So I'd like to tweak that just a tad and get these binding, because for some reason I see some inspiration from a certain other World War II game. What do you reckon, Josh?
I don't know what you mean, no, Andrew. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Seeing some numbers
I
watching
would
now,
never.
That's very kind of you, Mark.
I'm curious, no, Andrew. Would you say better or worse so far with the concept?
It's interesting that that's not available today. I heard game will be done 2 weeks from now.
In terms of, well, obviously the obvious one just look-wise, but obviously the main one being functionality. I mean, obviously I know you're not being able to use it, but in terms of when you look at it, does it make sense to? So obviously I imagine you and the few others have got a lot more experience using the interface from a particular game than I have.
Did I make these private? Oh, the soldier editor has a public selected soldier. Why are you being annoying then? I'm trying to get this little bit of data right here, but it's being annoying.
Yeah,
while that builds,
Twitch doesn't support GIFs in the chat, as I don't think it ever has done.
I've put the thing up again. Just, I don't know, let's see, maybe if I put this just on this side of the screen. So it's sort of, yeah, there you go. So Twitch chat's not covering it. That can give you
I mean, one change is that, the weapon selection, that's going to be hidden behind another page. That will be a lot more, in my opinion, organised. And, that particular game is kind of like the only reference I have for a game like that. But, obviously I take design principles and just, visual design from other games.
I think it might just be stupid. It's very possible. Yeah, so if we get the selected soldier, then we split pinstruct, then we promote to local variable, I guess. Or do I not do that? Do I just say get?
Oh, I have been Lamarck, don't I? I have been.
Hello? How's it going, Phoenix? So I want to get progression. There's another change, I think, since last time. We've done a lot of work around sort of, I mean, there's sort of a little bit of a roadmap there, but this should be blueprint read only, probably. Yeah, there was some work done on getting progression as like an actual concept in the game, in the code base, and yeah, making sure that like we think ahead and not just make progression like a single XP integer, but also, you know, if we ever change progression boundaries in the future, we want that to be not super punishing, right? So if we make it harder to progress somewhere, but you've already made it there, you shouldn't drop a level when we do that. Yeah, it's great. I think broadly, like everyone in the, I don't know if I can say like H&G revival community, whether it's the folks over at Beyond Heroes, us, Sunrise, or even the new H&G project. I think everyone's been really chill and really good to each other, and you know, I think we're very happy to support and get other projects to succeed as well.
Sunrise has been pretty good since I've had access recently.
Yeah, this is true. Josh has been.
It's been handy for research as well, particular reasons.
Okay, there we go. So this is, what is this? This is the current level. We ever approach Vineside? I don't believe so.
No, at least not to our knowledge.
Yeah, I was never like, yeah. I suppose they might have
At least we
emailed one of the
haven't yet.
dodgier emails, but
But then I do know Beyond Heroes Discord, there's a lot more people, so they're a lot more discoverable at the moment, I believe.
alright, that's good. So that's now updating, but that needs to be fixed with, I think. So this needs a size box then, I reckon. Yeah, it's much nicer. Now we just need to do basically the same thing, except for this stuff here. And I really should be naming these. So this is actually one of the bits that will need to be redone later once more final progression systems are in place, because this should not show total progression XP. This should show like the delta between the last reached level and the current XP, but we don't have the levels in place yet, so I'm just gonna do this for now. Can I type? Okay. Soldier progression total XP. And then again, this will be derived from, I guess, the next bit. Okay.
No, that's cool that you've had chats with him. Yeah, I'm fairly confident we've not heard anything. No, I suppose I'll have to do a check through the old emails, but I'm pretty sure we've not received anything. So I guess we're not on the radar for them yet.
Curious to see what, or I would have been curious to hear what they discussed. He never played HNG before filing the trademark. That I did not know. That is news to me.
I'm intrigued now how he came across it. I just thought the trademark sounded fair enough.
Well, that's one way to make a business decision.
Yeah, I mean, I assume before he went through with it, he did some research into the trademark and like what the project was. I'm assuming.
You'd hope, wouldn't you?
Or did he literally just see the name and the concept and thought, oh, this is cool, I'll buy it? Though, to be fair, if another game, because... Oh, you approached him. Oh, okay. Get some lore here.
Yeah. Big lore dropping.
No.
So, no, Andrew, this is the implication I'm getting. I could be wrong, but does this mean that you knew each other before, or that you knew of him prior to the whole HNG thing? I see.
Oh, so he literally
when you say
for the trademark. Okay.
When you say the game, you didn't mean Heroes and Generals as a concept. Interesting. Big lore drops happening.
That is very interesting, that. To be fair, though, Heroes and Generals is a cool name. So, you know, I can't blame him for looking at it and saying, oh, that's cool. But it's quite funny that he didn't know, or didn't do any research into it before. He just bought the trademark. That must have been a very interesting lore dump that you did on him. No, to be fair, I can't exactly say much because I didn't really play much of it back in the day. I think I only had like a few hours on the beta. And that was about it. Oh, okay.
Bro's playing all sides.
Yeah. Oh, Andrew's got the contacts, hasn't
Clearly, eh?
he? We can tell. Oh well, I'll take the assumption that if we do suddenly hear from him, it's probably because you mentioned us to him.
Okay, clearly I'm misunderstanding how...
Oh, he does know about us. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
We're just so popular. So cool.
Apparently. Oh god, that means he might have seen the Christmas stream.
This is not a good first impression.
No.
It was
Hey,
like...
what are you doing? Am I getting my ears mixed up? Wait a minute. I'm only going to track a time here.
We're getting old is the problem, I think.
Yeah, I think I've got the year wrong here.
Oh, it was end of year 24.
Okay, no, I want to see the Christmas stream then. I'm safe.
True, it did expire, didn't it? Like, we have the video, but it's just never been uploaded anywhere. You did, however...
Yeah, there's that highlight thing on the YouTube channel, which I did add
yeah, I
those
was going
clips
to
in.
say, I probably shouldn't show our, like, YouTube studio, but I can... I can do this.
Guys, we'll have to check the emails in case we did receive an email and we didn't notice it.
Yeah, you did sort of leave some of the...
Oh yeah,
the dodgier segments.
Yeah, oh yeah, I left them in because I might as well. They were funny.
They were funny. This is true. Yeah, good times.
Oh yeah, I forgot Lowrider slapped his sin on because of that one clip. Oh well.
Okay. I actually have no clue how to make this border a border, despite the fact that it's set to draw as border.
It's already a border.
You'd think, like, the draw as is border, but it's not it's not drawing as a border.
What was you trying to do?
Add a border. UMG.
I'm trying to remember the last time I actually used the border stuff.
So you can use it to, like, do a background.
I kind of just faked it a bit when I used to do it.
But I'm just like, this is... Okay. Because you have to supply an image. That's very bizarre.
Oh well. Just add a white box and you can just call it whatever then. If that's what you just done.
There's a 127 grey.
I swear there's like a texture that's literally just called like white or something.
There's a default white grid. Yeah, there is just a white.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah, that's it's literally like just white.
Yeah.
And then you can just do whatever with that then.
Right, well. Welcome to programming in Unreal Engine, I suppose.
I'm
Or
surprised
UI
it would just
design.
default to that by default, but there we go.
But this is, yeah, I don't know, man. I just work here.
Oh well.
Why is it
Well,
like
if you ever
screen
speak to
scale?
him in Andrew, if he's still here, just let him know, you know. We're happy for him to reach out if he feels like it.
Huh.
Oh, that's a me thing, that. No, I'm just saying if Zachary ever wants to reach out, just tell me he's welcome to.
Why is this? What is the margin change? Scale depending on how zoomed out you are. That's really not what I wanted. Can I get these to be pixel scale, please? You know what, we're just gonna make it. Even that, like, it looks shorter at the top than around the edges. I'm really unconvinced by this border box, I must be honest. He's teamed up with some Polish studio that makes meh UE5 simulator games. Interesting. Very interesting.
I'm assuming that's just for like the vertical slice thing, or is that like for the full-fledged thing?
Yeah, I've decided that there's going to be no border until I figure out how to make a better border, so. Womp womp.
I just cheated by having it as a texture, the background. That's what I did for all the other parts.
I'm aware, yeah.
Just means you have to customize it in Figma, obviously, but yeah. Sorry.
Pyramid Games.
Time to look them up.
Let's see.
See if I recognise any of their games.
That's encouraging. Let's see if I search in Poland.
Pretty sure I found that game page.
Tworzenie gier to nasza pasja. Przepraszam.
Okay, yeah, I found them. Yeah, I don't recognise any of these.
I feel like I've seen Occupy Mars. About Us.
Maybe I might have seen that one. Either that, which reminded me of another one. That was like that, I can't remember. I don't recognise the others.
Fair enough. Check on Steam. I don't have Steam open because it fucking breaks Unreal.
I'll have a look. I'll report back.
Let Josh do the research. Ticketing. Okay.
I'm so used to having Steam closed at this point, so Unreal Engine doesn't keep trying to boot up EOS.
Yeah, I think my most played game on Steam recently is Space War.
Yeah, mine is building up hours on Space War as well. Like, oh.
For those unfamiliar, Space War is the default like Steam UID. I don't think he realizes how much money it's going to take to make this remake come to life. I'm not going to judge the man, but it is an expensive hobby, I'll say that much.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, to fair, even with us, we've only got a rough idea what it's going to start costing, but, you know, we've not done full-fledged dive into all that yet. We're still figuring that all out.
I feel like it is one of those things that is just... Actually, I need to construct this dynamically, don't I? You need to be the list view. Yeah. It takes a little bit of time to get an appreciation for how expensive it is, I think, is the thing that the point that I wanted to make. Let's see, add a Warbound list view. And then you.
Well, as long as it doesn't go asking for 2 million flat, you know, start small.
I will
or at
say,
least, you know, do it on a goal basis instead of, like, you know, funding for the full game.
yeah, I will say,
like held back on funding as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the funding on our end was a long standing like debate and a lot of consideration, and I feel like I've said this publicly before, but like without myself and Josh, like it would be very difficult for us to do what we do. Like engineering is just really expensive. So is art, to be fair. The whole thing is just a very expensive hobby. I mean, we're quite intentionally, I think, on fairly as minimal financial. Like we've made a lot of choices intentionally because they were quite cheap. We self-host a lot of things, which means we basically pay for like 1 or 2 servers, which is like $10 a month each for all our infra. But even then, it's still a significant monthly cost that we're you know, bearing the burden of ourselves for the moment. But yeah,
art is our main concern.
Yeah,
just in regards of like getting it made, because most of us are engineers. I mean, we've got a few artists that, you know, been working on stuff.
I think proportionally we're like 50-50, but like it's a volunteer project, right? Like myself, Josh, Yazip are sort of the main drivers of a lot of things.
I just don't touch grass.
Yeah, and I don't have hobbies. This is my hobby. So I need to base this on.
Which is why, like, for example, I worked on the shotgun model, which Ellie had to suffer with fixing a little bit. But, you know,
ooh, that's a fun one.
Don't just give you like PTSD flashbacks when I mentioned the shotgun.
Button base, right? Yeah, servers are very expensive.
Yeah, server costs are going to be the main thing.
Okay, for now, let's just give you... just to compile, I'm on the right thing, right?
It's quite a huge bill.
I'm trying to think what work costs, because I think our at work we have a similar cost, but H&G is like, just as a concept, is a uniquely expensive fucking game. Like on the server side, because yeah. This has some padding, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, I need to go and I need to make the actual widget bits.
Must realise the main thing I'm dreading is when, I mean, it'd be good to start testing it, but it's when we start testing with our own dedicated servers and we get to that point and having to optimize server calls and all that lot.
Dedicated
the game and
servers are
everything and
expensive.
packets and that.
Yeah, then you have the whole like actual backend, and again we're making, I wouldn't say the cheapest choice, but like, you know, Yozip, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to Warbound. If you didn't know what we're doing here, this is a sort of FPS RTS hybrid thing. It's kind of cool. You should check out our website, warbound.com.
I will find it funny if this is a different user.
Well, you never know, right? That's why I'm doing gotta do the spiel. What am I doing? I'm doing loadout display widget. What is this again? Is this the one that's based off of? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so this is basically, I mean, I'll reference it because I'm just want to make sure I get this 100% right. What did I edit here? All right, I did blueprint read only to this. Fair. Just gonna pull these out here. We need public user object list entry, and then I think we just want a text block, right? New texts.
It's just for the loadout part, it's literally just a text block.
Yeah, the reason I was just like stopping to consider is like we'll want this to, excuse me, to change a little bit, because again I'll pull up the reference UI so that folks can see. The intention here is to have these, like, you know, buttons and stuff that respond. Sorry, I noticed there's like a scratch on my monitor. Yeah, to have these little buttons here, and you know, it'd be nice to generate these dynamically. So I need to figure out how to do that in a nice way, but for now, yeah, we're just gonna
I mean, actually thinking about it, basing it off the button base, that has a text block already in it. I think. If I recall.
Yeah. Well, I need to bind to it, which is sort of the.
I think it does unless I did that in the blueprint one that's based off that. I can't actually remember now.
And this should be loadout display widget info. I really should have done this the other way around, because that doesn't exist yet. So yeah, this is essentially it's a funny thing. Data only blueprint, and I need you here. Just gonna go ftext loadout name. We're gonna hope that this builds, because as this lovely comment here describes, for some reason, yeah, I need to mark this public. But yeah, I had a very odd Unreal, or I guess C++ reflection. But I think it was Unreal's like Python reflection that just wouldn't let me mark things as uProperty in a file for some reason. And then I changed the name and it was like, chill. So, programming. Alright, that did compile. Excellent.
We do like programming. It gives me much joy.
Define joy.
Waking up to a red wall. That red wall being errors.
Yeah, sounds about right. Me when I check server logs. It's very
You when I was
warm
trying to bake a water the other day.
I think that just evaporates it, mate. I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, I sort of crash out too much to simulate.
Load out. Display widget. So now we can go in here. We can set this to our widget blueprint loadout display. Strong. I do like it when we get the disco widgets. I've forgotten why the disco widgets happen.
I think it's just because it has no content in it.
No, it was happening with some of the other widgets as well, but here, like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just because it's like this. I'm going to reference the soldier widget because I'm not good at Unreal Engine UI. We're starting with a size box.
You're remembering paddle one.
No, I'm referencing the other one because I fucked it so badly that I had to, you know, get you help. Yeah, for now, I suppose we'll just add a text block.
It's only because I was a saddo and used blueprints and widgets for 4 years straight before doing anything with C++.
So load out name.
And even then, I'm not an expert yet. Because I keep forgetting stuff myself.
Why have these suddenly become tiles? What the okay.
Because you had the view set to tiles.
Shut up!
And you were also in the library, not the palette.
Shut up!
Just say.
I see what you're doing.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, there we go. Views. This is the standard of UI that we want in Warbound. Okay, that's gonna be yeah. So now we need to actually go into here. And actually maybe say you Warbound lists, you know, because both of these should probably be Warbound lists. Yeah. So this should now then actually like go through and give us all the nice compilation things.
I can't actually remember the stuff that got added to the Warbound list view compared to the common list view. It's been a while since I added that in. Nice.
Not much, to be honest.
Hang on now. I think it's more just doing it so that we can add stuff to it if it needs to be later.
Yeah, I'd rather create things on a duplicate and then modify the duplicate if we need to than like make them on the base and then realize that we need to change something. And
I mean, I'm avoiding source code stuff as much as I can until I have to cry doing dedicated servers.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that either.
Yeah, because for some reason Unreal Engine decides that you need the source code to do a dedicated server build, unlike any other engine where you can just do it with the engine as is. I like pain. I like losing about 400 gigabytes of storage because of the engine.
Yeah, why not?
Or whatever it is now.
Keeps things interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, we need factory rules apparently.
Ah, that's one of the things that I added.
So I have no idea how this works.
I'm trying to remember which. There's one widget that uses it.
I'm mapping the widget to itself. Surely that'll work, right? Fucking flawless.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it's meant to work.
Really?
There's,
Fucking really?
let me get the project up there. I know there's one widget that uses that. I can't remember which one.
Let's search.
I'm pretty sure there's one that uses it.
That's not what I wanted. No derived blueprint classes.
No, you want to look for the Warbound list. There's nothing based off that, it'll be based off the Warbound list view.
Changed in 4 blueprints. Session list and lobby browser screen.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, maps common session search result to session browser entry. This has not helped my understanding.
What's it? It's like remind myself of it was over, was it?
Compile like that.
Apart from the feels like a way of getting like certain info binded to the thing or something.
Oh, this is gonna be because I fucking did the weird hot reload. I hate live coding. Why does live coding break fucking everything?
You have it turned off.
I really should disable it at this point. I really
Turn
should.
it off. I always turn it off. I turn it off like instantly every time.
I will
it just
check it
messes
when my
things
engine
up.
loads. Yeah, I genuinely have no idea what the purpose of live coding is. Like, who
It's like
went...
part of my routine when I install like the new engine version. I'm like immediately turning that off because it's always on my default. I can't remember the last time I actually had it work in my favor.
Oh no, live coding's turned off. It's just if you accidentally hit Control-Shift-B in
Oh, is that the thing to like hot reload?
Rider, it like fucking hot reloads or some shit and it just breaks.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I need to be... Sorry, I got a bit
Note to
lost.
self to never do that combination.
Yeah, never do that. It's alright. I don't know why it's just this fucking piece of shit. Okay, it like unsplit my pins and now... now obviously it's like, oh, this doesn't exist on the pin so it won't compile. Thanks Epic. Very cool. Alright. So in theory, loadouts are now set up there. So now we just need to set them up in the soldier editor.
Oh, I'm in the process of bringing that list view thing up. There's a reason for it, and it was quite handy. I'm trying to refresh myself.
Okay, so I probably want another sort of... that's not what I wanted. Okay, we want to void rebuild soldier loadout list. Do we need props in here? I don't know. I'm literally just gonna fucking nick all this, and then we're just gonna go through it and change it.
Okay, grab my copying and pasting. How dare you?
Okay, I don't need an on-click delegate yet. We actually don't need this, I think, because we're gonna go current for const f loadout item loadout selected soldier dot loadouts, right? F loadout, just F loadout. And then this can be U loadouts display widget info. U loadout display widget info. And then new loadout info dot loadout name is loadout dot loadout name, right? Okay, so this is like an F name, and this is gonna be a god damn it. No, I want from name, you dumbass. There we go. And then we're going to go to list view. We're gonna add new info. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with validation yet because it's just a Twitch stream. Although loadouts will eventually, gosh, it's gotten dark, hasn't it? In the same way that we handle soldiers, where soldiers have unique, like global unique IDs, loadouts will have the same. It's just not set up yet. I think for now I want to get the UI working, and then I'll go through and make a pass, because it's just way safer to like iterate and modify things if you have a fixed reference to them. Alright, in theory, this shouldn't crash and should show nothing for the time being, which is fine. Because if I now go here, none of these have any loadouts. But if we give Bob Ross a loadout, it's called Rick Roller. Again, I'll just pulling off the thing here. And he has another loadout called War Crime, and we'll give you up. Right. These should now, if I select Bob Ross, okay. I think it's because I'm an idiot And
I
haven't
figured out
actually
the list view thing, by the way.
called.
The whole
Okay.
factory thing.
I haven't actually called this anywhere, I think. So handle soldier select should then rebuild soldier loadout list. I think. And then we need to set this, or to configure this so that the like 0 index gets selected when you pick a soldier. Or should it? I don't know.
What were you on about, sorry?
Like when you load the... When I hit play, this should work now. Ding. Yeah, there you go. Lovely jubbly. Obviously they disappear when you select another soldier.
Nice.
But like when... Like if I select the axis,
Yeah.
like obviously this like clears out, right? Because the selected soldier is annulled. So we need to rebuild also when... Do we have a... I swear we have like a faction update. Yeah, set faction. Handle soldier update, selected faction. Why do we do that? But yeah, I'm just gonna rebuild soldier loadout list there as well. But yeah, I'm wondering if like we should always select the 0th index of like the soldiers.
Oh yeah. Just select the first one.
So yeah, there's our loadouts. Creating a new loadout should be fine as well. But I'm wondering if this is where it makes sense to have like a loadout manager. I think let's do UI things for now, and then I'll do more complicated data flow questions off stream, because that'll probably just end up being me sitting here fucking drawing things out for like an hour and a half. Especially as UUIDs have gotten involved. So let's do some UI things. If you're up for it, do you reckon you want to explain to me what the fuck?
Basically, it's a way of binding a U object to the widget. So, if you, for example, if you go to the session list one that you looked at earlier, I'll quickly show you what it does.
I mean, I assume it is this, right? Lobby browser, yeah. I assume it's just like it's the search result, right? That's being...
Yeah, so if you open that one, but if you also open the... So if you go back to the content browser. You also open the session browser entry widget. Second one. Yeah. Yeah, so if you go to the graph, the blueprint graph.
Yeah.
Because if you see at the top, you got that event on list item object set.
Yep.
It's that. So basically, if I remember how it works, it's just a way of binding a U object that you can use for data to said widget, and then that'll be what constructs it.
So you actually don't need anything other than like I don't need any list entries in it. So I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. I think the next step is just getting this thing to like not complete garbage. So I'm just gonna check the dimensions. Okay, so it's like 300 by 30. That's what we've got. And then let's tweak this text box. Size-wise, that's probably fine. I just want it to be center-spaced.
Yeah, it's the justification. That's what you're looking for.
No, I want it to be like vertically justified.
Oh. You might have to cheat it because I've had to do this a few times. But just apply an offset. But if anything, it'll be the horizontal line, vertical alignment.
No, because like the text, you see like the padding on the text is screwing me here.
Yeah.
If I were to do that, then it's
what
like
I
fine,
do
but,
to
like,
cheese it, just set to the font size that it is in the concept, and then basically you just if you go to the transform section, which I think is a bit down.
I mean, font size in the concept is 20, so I'm actually should be alright.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the button. Style, and then I probably want like 5 pixels of padding, at least on the left and the right. Then I don't know if this is worth making a new custom style for.
I mean, I need to edit the existing buttons anyway, since I've changed the like color theme of the buttons anyway. So
okay,
just
I
use
won't
the ones that are already in.
touch them here then. I might just use.
Just head to one of the button styles for now. Whatever, it's fine. Faff with the colours and the look of it later.
Main menu scalable. Really, so yeah, that's another thing that I should look into fixing, is because currently both the soldiers, regardless of allies or axis, have the same background, which obviously is meant to be different. But yeah.
Real? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a crazy concept, I know.
Beautiful you are.
Oh, just gorgeous. This should have... Oh, that's not what I wanted. This padding will apply to the whole list view, right? Yeah. I want like inner, like the CSS gap. Spending half a decade writing CSS and then coming to this is just agony, really. Oh man.
What was you trying to do? Like add a gap between them?
Yeah.
The elements?
Yeah, there's a CSS gap property that I'm missing right now a great deal. transform. Because I did it here. Vertical entry spacing, that's what it is. I think, right? Yeah. We probably want these to be a little bit less. Let's say 7.5. It's weird that only applies after a recompile. I might say 5 even.
Yeah, it's 5 in the concept. Like this, you could.
But yeah, alright, there we go. Well, I guess the next big piece of stuff to work on is actually getting this to to function, right? Like,
well, my guy's getting a right hand with that light he's got on his face right now.
we did just sort of blind him.
I generally think he's blind. Like he's like a deer staring at headlights. Like he's just.
Oh lord.
Poor guy. Especially when he's a placeholder as well. Like, you know, my guy's just getting tortured as a placeholder.
Yeah, he's
That's creepy.
He's just sort of getting beaten.
The eyes just disappeared when unlit. It just becomes a demon.
Yeah, yeah. Well, outside of the light, that's quite horrifying, actually.
Oh,
No, I can understand why. Okay, I wanted to just rebuild this so that we get clearing when we change faction. I wanted to look at that one faction function as well, because I frankly don't know what the fuck's going on there.
that poor guy's not even a proper placeholder because he's not even being used for like in-game stuff. It's just
yeah, he's just sort of there.
But we're still rocking good old Manny.
Manny, my goat.
Oh, what the one? There's one called Quinn. Is it Quinn? Is it Manny and Quinn?
Quinn and Manny, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should stop doing that. The poor guy. Alright, the only thing I'm here to check is whether if I select that, yeah, that clears now. I mean, realistically, like, it's good to have this as a separate function, but anytime the fucking soldier updates, yeah, we need an on-click delegate as well at some point. Although I'm wondering, probably doesn't make sense to split that out. But yeah, what I would have wanted to check here was what the fuck is handle soldier update. I realized that I've written this, so it's sort of poor form for me to.
I'm gonna say, I'm about to say, like, you're the one that wrote that one.
Oh, it's because it's the thing that's bound to the loadout handler, right? Because in the soldier manager, right? Because this is where we actually need to call the like add soldier.
Yeah.
Right. There's a delegate in here called on soldiers updated. So. We need like a random name generator for the soldiers.
Yes. I mean, speaking of bots, get out of here.
Is there? Oh,
I'll send you once. I'll send you once to add to the list.
Yeah, I banned one. I banned one last stream, I think.
Let's add that to the bloody moderation thing that just picks it up.
Yeah.
They've decided to get a new domain at once.
Buy viewers online. Okay, but I think the point then is that this should not be like, we shouldn't be calling this here. Like, we should have a new function here. Bounced from you. Soldier man.
Oh, okay. This is what we can't.
We should have like a void update faction.
If I could just add best viewers to the thing, but I just feel like some random person gonna say that for like something random will get done in through.
I feel like this should be the other way around, you know, like set faction is the
sword.
thing that's going to. But no, it shouldn't, should it? I mean, I guess it should. If you create a soldier. Maybe they should just be separate things, you know?
I was distracting me. I can't remember what was I doing now? Oh, that was it. I know what I was doing.
Yeah, that's probably fine. Because how does like the selected state work for the widgets? This is what I'm wondering now.
What do you mean?
Well, like when you click one of the buttons, it like highlights as selected, and obviously it runs data on there afterwards, but that's not the part that I'm worried about.
Which bit is it you're trying to figure out right then?
How to manually override the selected in a list. Because sort of by default in the list, right, only one of the buttons can be selected at a time.
Yeah.
So how do I set the index of that, right?
Oh, as in how do you like get it to auto select the first entry?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to figure out?
Yes, sir.
I believe.
I'm just gonna go. Also, wow. What happens? I'm just going to.
There should be a function called set selected item off the list thing. Actually, just use a set selected index. That'll be a lot easier.
Okay, and then I need to No, if I go set... Yes, and then... equals... soldiers... 0.soldier ID. Like that, I guess? Find out. It's getting cloudier outside. I've had the blinds closed for most of the stream just because it was really hot, and so I want as little of the sunshine to come inside as possible, but... Well, let's find out. Seems to have worked. Very nice. I have also entirely broken this. So let's just... Nice. I guess if we wanted to do a really fancy thing, we could keep track of the selected index, but fuck that. Fuck that for now. I want to duplicate this. And then I want to rename main menu. Allied soldier. And then this. Okay, this is because fucking redirectors. What is it? How do you clean up redirectors again?
Update redirects references.
I guess then I can rename you.
Easiest thing to do is just do it on the top, very top folder, like the content folder and whatnot. Because you've got other stuff as well.
And then I can set that to that. Okay. Why can't I? I want to mark you as to add, not to delete. But okay, what I'm trying to do here, chat, is just get like a really basic button for these types of widgets, because this looks bad. And this looks slightly less bad, even if it does still look pretty bad. Alright, of course. That's kind of silly of me. Selected soldier needs to be valid for this to go through. So should just return here. And then I think that should work, right? Because then if we don't have it, we fall through. But if we do have a valid soldier, then... Because the intention of this bit of code here is if you like delete a soldier, it will of course change the ordering of soldiers in the list. So your previously like selected soldier may no longer be valid. So this goes through and checks based off the ID whether that soldier still exists. So like if I, you know, go and create a soldier, we don't have soldier deleting just yet. Although it wouldn't be too hard to add, I think. Like I think the API is already there. But right, like you can see that all process like loadouts and stuff is still selected. But we're not doing the refresh properly, I think. So that needs to be tweaked as well. I'm just gonna fix this styling on this, I think. Because that's got to go in there. Yeah, it's better than nothing, I think.
I don't know. I mean, I'm currently like working on getting them in
Nice.
styles for you. And
Nice. I mean, I'm just gonna, yeah, the thing. And then, yeah, I'm going to need to dip in a little bit just because I've got some folks coming around for dinner, so I need to go to the grocery store. Oh my god.
I'll be able to go soon as well. Yeah.
But cursor. I obviously want this to be hand. This is such an unintuitive, like hand is such an unintuitive, because what it does is it just makes it like the pointer. But hand is like the most unintuitive possible fucking name for this thing. Like it's called pointer on web, and that is by far the better name, I think. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna tweak a couple final things. This should be this, and should be, there's like a styling enforce. Thing. Yep. this should have no top padding, I think. And then I'm just going to make this font wise a little bit smaller. What font size are we using here? 24. Alright, pop off. And then this as a whole should have a little bit of padding. So I think like 5 pixels worth of padding or something. Maybe 10. I don't know. I don't think I'm a fan of the horizontal padding. I think I'm gonna do it like that. Yeah, that feels better to me. And it'll look better once we've got the like surrounding boxes, once I figure out how the fuck to do those. How are these gotten in the wrong order now? That's about right. And then I'm going to change the button styles for all of these to also our new scalable style. I wonder why they pop out and these ones don't. That's quite funny. Right, let's also change these all to cursor, whatever the fuck hand is. Nice. Alright, chat, I think I'm going to basically wrap it up there. That was just a bit of development, more work on our lovely loadout screen. Going to be working more on that, I think, over the next week or two. There'll be one more stream next weekend, of course, and then I'll be taking a weekend off because I've got a friend I haven't seen in a while over. And it is... Let me just check the calendar real quick. I'm fairly sure that next weekend is still a stream and then it's the weekend after. Yes, it's the weekend after. Excellent. So, it should be a slightly busier week because we've got a bank holiday Monday here, which means I'm still working, but not on work, but on Warbound work. So I'll hopefully be able to make a decent bit of progress more on this lovely UI, and I can't wait to show it off to you a week from today. That said, I'm gonna head off, but thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for all your support. And yeah, can't wait to see you next time. See ya. Bye bye.
Bye bye.